Hey team, Les Magnus here, Diamond with Genesis Pure. Pretty excited to share with you a little program that I taught in the 90s, early 90s. It's called the 10-20-30 program. And what I encourage people to do, they've already been shown a video, product was shared with them, and they connected with the Diamond and above, and they enrolled in the company. They're excited about being a part of this great family of whole health. You know, we, with Genesis Pure, this is a young company, and we're going to be very excited and very large. So what I want you to do is, the 10-20-30 program consists of writing 10 names down, the 10 names that's closest to you, because you want them to benefit greatly. That could be your friends, it could be your family, your kids, it could be co-workers, whomever that will give you 30 minutes of their time for you to show, share, connect with the leader, and expose them to what Genesis Pure is about. The next list is going to be 20 names. It could be family, friends that are going to question and maybe not just out of the blue give you 30 minutes of the time, but in time they will. The list of 30 names over here are the acquaintances through high school, college, doctors, dentists, whomever that you want to connect later on. So what happens is, we're going to work off this 10 names right here. Okay, this is the exciting part, that people will give you that 30 minutes. And the rule of thumb is, out of 10 people, you're going to get 2 people that will sign up, if not more than that. And so we work off of a binary program. And what happens with the binary, if you think of binary meaning 2, meaning you have a left, right, and you have a right side organization. So out of these 10 names, guess what? 2 of those are going to want to get enrolled and get involved with whole health or a financial opportunity. So you're going to put them one on your left, and we're just going to say Bob right now, and you're going to have one on your left. It could be Sue. Bob and Sue, out of the 10 names, we've closed 2. The industry average, 20%. That's on the low end of it. You've got Bob and Sue into the program now, and what we want to do is equip them. We have the Blueprint for Success. You want to share with them the video of your Black Diamond, which ours happens to be John and Teresa Getz. And you have a DVD. You have access to our site, which is our team building site, www.thepurevision.com, which that video is there also. Have a lot of people download it on their phone that they carry it with them. Don't depend on an internet connection to be able to show that video when you're out sharing that product. But if you'll quit these, Bob and Sue, and they've got enrolled and they have a position in the computer, and at the same time, you were put in by someone, you were sponsored, and guess what? They're working the business continuously also. And they have other people coming into the program and enrolling. Well, they've got someone on their right side and their left, so guess what? Their next person might come down here. This could be Bill. And what we call this is spillover volume. Spillover enrollment. And what that means is that person that sponsored you into the program is actually introducing other people to the program of Genesis Pure, and they're enrolling. Sue will get an email from the company, and so will you, saying, hey, you have a potential diamond that was put down into your organization. And the question always comes up to me, how did that person get down there? Well, this is a people helping people business. So what we do is we're going to equip Bob and Sue with the 10-20-30 program. Guess what they're going to do? To their 10 people, they're going to have 2 people that signed up. This is what the fun part of what building the binary program is. Sue might put someone, they're going to put someone on their left. It could be Betty that came in and bought product and enrolled in the company. Guess what? The first person on her right side happens to be Bill. That was an overflow that came into the organization. So her next person's got to be down here. And it could be Bill. Another Bill. So what happens is that's her 2 people. What are we going to do with them? Show Betty and Bill the 10-20-30 program, and that's how the organization starts building. Also, this bill that was put in by the person in the upline, all that volume gets to flow up, and as long as you're active. Active is nothing more than 100 PV of product moved in your position. The neat thing about the product movement, it could be through retail sales or personal consumption. So as long as you're doing 100 PV every 28 days, that position, that business is active. To be commission qualified, you have to have someone active on your left, someone on your right that you personally sponsored, and you get to make commissions. A lot of people will ask me, well, how did I earn a check? Well, one of our ways of making money is called sponsorship bonus. When you had Bob and Sue come in and they bought product, you make 10% for 90 days on them on a sponsor bonus. The second big way of making money is a team commission. Our company goes from Tuesday morning to Monday night at midnight, and what our computers do Monday night at midnight, they look at you and they say, okay, are you active? Yes, doing 100 PV. Do you personally have someone on your left, someone on your right that you personally sponsored doing 100 PV and they're active? And if the answer is yes, the company adds up all the volume and they pay you 10% of the lesser late or team commission, which includes Bill's volume, which came from someone up here. Now think about what I just said. The company goes to infinity to add up the volume and you make an override commission. Why is this 10, 20, 30 program so awesome? Because if you have these 10 names and you close 2, you introduce Bob and Sue to the 10, 20, 30 program, and Betty and Bill, you'll never run out of names, new names. And a lot of people I hear with this program is that I've put in all the people I know, all my family. The problem we have is we didn't tap into Bob, Sue, Betty, and Bill, their 10 names. You'll never get to the list of the 30, and I know everybody watching this video right here knows 10 people that will give them 30 minutes to share our story to Genesis Pure, which is going to change the world one family at a time.